Hey everyone, welcome to the Lost World Museum. I'm John Adolfi, and we're going to be doing a short live here. Something startling is taking place on the moon. I don't know if you've noticed or heard about it yet, but it's been in the news for the last 3 days. The Chinese have reported through the website Our Space that there is something certainly in our space that maybe or shouldn't be there. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What they're coining it as is called the Mystery Hut or Mystery House. And we'll back up, John. What are you talking about? In 2019, January 3rd, the spacecraft that was orbiting the moon from the Chinese, their fourth trip there, they released a craft that brought down a rover by the name of Jade Rabbit. That's the name of it. The Jade Rabbit's job was to look underneath the soil with ground-penetrating radar and see what was there. Right around the rim of craters to see if there's, during impact of an asteroid, if there are fragments buried in the ground and how far do they go down. It was a geological exploration they were doing. On their website, they go into greater detail than what's in the news right now. But let me tell you what's in the news first, and then I'll go into a little more of what they had to say, in addition to what we've seen in the United States or American news journals. So they discovered a box, a hut, or a house, however you want to call it, in the horizon on the dark or far side of the moon just a few days ago. Now, what's unusual about it, and you can see the pictures, just look up Mystery Hut, or you can see it right here on our YouTube channel. We've got already 2 videos on it, and we're going to be coming to you live on Instagram and YouTube with more videos and more live updates on this anomaly. The thing, they have not shared how big it is. They're 260 feet away from it. Unfortunately, the craft that's going to get there, the Jade Rabbit, it's going to take 60 to 90 days, or the equivalent of 2 to 3 moon days. All right. So we got a ways to wait to see what this structure is on the moon. It shouldn't be a structure on the moon that has got right angles. That's typically not something you see in nature. Now on Earth, because of the forces that took place, the intense forces, geological forces, in the worldwide flood and after, you will see octagon, natural octagon, basalt and formations occasionally. But on the moon, that geology is different than here on Earth. They haven't experienced certain things that we have. So far, we don't find that type of shape on the moon, and possibly we really don't see it often, if at all, on Mars. So to see something come up from the horizon, no more than a football field away, and it to be square like that, is startling. They have already questioned origins by inferring that it could be alien. Now, they're not coming right out and saying that, oh, we don't know where we came from, but just the idea that the Chinese are willing to entertain the possibility right off the bat, without any further explanation on what it is, that it might be alien, is remarkable. I don't believe it is. It's most likely a piece of space junk or something we left behind in one of our missions or flyabouts that we've done through the last, 50 years. Or it could be a boulder, as some have suggested. There's a part of me, a 2% part of me, that not only wants it more than 2%, but it might be ancient, pre-1957. Most likely it isn't. If we ever do find anything pre-1957, either in the orbit around the Earth, which there's so much space junk up there right now, I doubt that we will be able to find anything, if there is anything up there, or on the moon, I find that highly fascinating. And no, I don't believe that aliens would be responsible for that. I have a different theory on this. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Could be absolutely nothing. So what we're going to be doing over the next days and weeks and months is updating you on this. We're going to be watching the actual news agency's website in China to see when they post something, an update on this, some updated photos, and we'll be reporting it to you here live and also on pre-recorded videos on YouTube. All right. So I want to thank you much for being on here, and go ahead and check out some of our videos. And you know, I'm glad you're here. All right. I'm John Adolfi with the Lost World Museum, where we normally ask the question, where did we come from? Apes, aliens, or Adam? But tonight we're talking about the moon. You'll see us again shortly. Check out our videos. Have a good evening. And for those of you that like this kind of content, consider subscribing. Have a good night.